What changes have you noticed in the community businesses in the past 2 decades?
It's gotten larger and less rubber companies.
How have the
architectural design
and the physical features of the building community changed over the past 2 decades?
The buildings are more modern. They're not as, I want to say, fancy as they used to be. They're modern or plain looking.
Explain the employment opportunities have changed over the past 2 decades.
More service people.
How has the process of education changed over the past 2 decades?
The process of education over the last decade?
Yep.
It's gotten better.
Explain the differences in transportation here in the community over the past 2 decades.
No streetcars. Then I would say probably there's a lot of people that ride bicycles to work. In school, ride to school on their bikes. And we used to walk to school when we were kids.
Technology is thought of the use of computers or machinery to perform tasks were once done by hand. For example, a blacksmith once used a heat fire to heat metal enough to reshape his tools into a horseshoe. His technology was the heat electricity heats elements on the stove that help us cook. Share a few ways you've seen technology change over the past 2 decades.
Well, as with more computers, we didn't have the type of adding machines that they have now, to be able to add up stuff, or if they even by phones. The phones are different. Phone system.
The United States of America has always allowed the freedom to practice the religion of your choice. Have you noticed any changes here in the community regards to religion?
There's less people going to church, especially in the city. A lot of people have moved out of the city into the suburbs, and they go to churches maybe out there, but I think there's less people to go to church. The churches downtown are either having to sell or close their churches up. The people who used to go down, that live downtown or went downtown, they've moved out to the suburbs or moved away.
Recreation is activity in which we participate to relax and have fun. How has the recreation changed in the community over the past 2 decades?
Well, I think even in the city, people are walking and riding their bikes more as far as exercising. And there's even, like, being at Akron U, has got all that down there. People probably joining gyms and stuff more, like the Y.
What are your feelings about all the changes you have seen in the community? Are there some changes that are better than others?
I think the changes are good, great. Probably the way people get around in the city, for one. Them being able to, they can take a bus, they can ride their bikes, or they can walk to wherever they need to go. There's more opportunities of, like pretty much whatever you want to go or do downtown. Yeah, there was a time when that kind of was dying out, and now it's come back again from what it used to be, when everybody would go downtown or in the community.
Are there some changes that are better than others?
I don't know. I guess, they have a nice new library, which is downtown, and people can go to, and the roads are better. The way to get around as far as driving down there, or if you wanted to walk or ride a bike. The air is cleaner, same because of the rubber companies all being down there. You had that smell. Firestone, and that's all down there, and Goodrich, Goodyear, they're all near. I mean, it wasn't, I had myself, I don't remember it being a whole bad smell, but I mean, it was kind of smell.